Hey guys, wanted to do an update on the P-38 Lightning egg plane that I had in the group build. Went together real well. The only hard part was probably the decals and the big one on the front. Wrapped all the way around on the sides. It only broke in a couple spots. Bits on there, and these two that are wrapped around kind of don't want to match on the bottom, but I'm not going to look at the bottom. The way they did this plane is it's in a sitting position. It's the only option you have unless you do some scratch building. I didn't plan on doing any of that, but I mean, probably will still make it like a little platform for it to sit on that looks towards the era for it. So now the big thing is you got to worry about those two breaking off. I'll probably end up doing a little bit of weathering. I still got to paint the yellow on the tips of the props. There was decals that went around there. I scratched that idea. It didn't really look good when you had them on there, and they were quite a pain to get on. So I figured it don't need to be completely dialed up, so I didn't put those ones on there. And the ones on the bottom here, I don't think I'm going to put those on there. I kind of like the look of it without those on. A lot of you guys said it was based on a real pilot, a real plane. I did some research and was pretty surprised that they actually did that, since it is a Japanese brand and this plane has taken down so many Japanese planes. So I guess it's fair to say that that's pretty good of them. Let me stop it and look in the cockpit. They do have the little miniguns here, and I was thinking of drilling those out and putting some copper tube that I have in there in that spots, but I don't know if I'm going to or not. So the way they designed it, it's got 3 pins so that you actually can put the cockpit on and off, which is pretty cool. Move the light a little bit. So there you can see the decals I got on the sides. And there you can see the instrument panel gauges that came with, decals. This one was pretty easy to build. These still actually spin. I mean, in total you got is 5 colors for the whole thing. So, but probably next I'll probably do some weathering and build a little base for it to sit on. Won't be nothing fancy. It'll just be probably a foam core board, and I'll probably make the texture look like the landing strips at the time. I don't have any of the ones that are the metal ones you actually see. I can't remember what those are called, but I might do the wood boards like that was in Vietnam. They might have used them at that era at the end of World War II. But I'll make it look decent. Just use a foam core base, use some plaster Paris, and probably then if I do the wood, I have some wood planks that I'll wash and put on there, and maybe do some static grass. Give it a nice little look. Don't have to be huge because the plane ain't huge, but I figured it'll look good. Alright guys, see you around. Bye.